What's up, guys? It's SpiderBot here for NextGenTactics. I want to talk a little bit about the current status of Call of Duty and the future. Where's it going? What's going on? And I'm going to link you to a few articles, and we're going to talk about a couple things, including CoD Elite 2.0, Black Ops 2, that sort of thing. But the link, here's the... Actually, one interesting thing, I'm going to link you to this article first, and really doesn't have much to do with the future, but or maybe it does. Who knows? I was looking at MP First, and they actually are pretty decent site for coming out with the latest and greatest news, and I've been following them for some time, and I've linked to a few of their articles, and they posted an article yesterday about going into Call of Duty Elite TV, and how there's a section for theater staff picks. I don't understand how this would be under theater, and maybe this isn't true because these are the only guys that have actually reported on it. But supposedly there was a video tagged as a staff pick called "Final War Aryan Pride," and it was completely racist. Like, it was like featured images according to the article, and I couldn't. By the time I saw the article and went on there, I couldn't see it, but. Whatever. Maybe it's not. I don't know. I assume they got the images on this article link. Anyways, but yeah, featured images of Hitler, the KKK, other symbols of hate, and it was under a staff pick. Are you freaking kidding me? I don't know how that's possible. I don't even think it had any gameplay, but yeah, it was there. Anyways, so the second article I want to link you to is entitled "Analyst Says Call of Duty Isn't Selling Well in the Long Term." And it's an analyst with Piper Jaffray. So he's stating that he believes the game isn't performing as well as past titles. As far as, you have that initial push of sales when the game first comes out, and the holidays and those first couple months, but then the sales trail off, right? Well, I think they're starting, and that's the whole point of the article here, is that those sales are trailing off a lot quicker than they did for, let's say, Black Ops. So where you have that big influx, if you're looking at it on a graph, it goes way up and then it starts trailing off, and that tail becomes smaller and smaller the further into the future you go. So that tail has become a lot smaller per se for Modern Warfare 3 than it has for previous Call of Duty titles, and that may entail the fate of this Call of Duty franchise. I mean, look at for instance, and he actually mentions it, Guitar Hero. Guitar Hero was like a great title. I mean, they really went to town. They released all kinds of Guitar Hero titles, and then boom, it was done. It was gone. It was oversaturated. It was overmilked, overproduced, oversaturated. And is this? I know Call of Duty is probably on a larger scale than Guitar Hero, but hey, it's the same thing. It's looking like it's the same thing possibly. However, my feeling is with Black Ops 2, and I think Black Ops 2 brings to the table much more than just a simple COD title. It brings zombies, and I think zombies has driven a lot of sales from both World at War and Black Ops, and I think it will drive a lot of sales for Black Ops 2, as well as the DLC. It'll be interesting to see what kind of numbers come back from Modern Warfare 3's DLC compared to Black Ops. And I would almost hazard a guess that Black Ops DLC will outsell, or will maintain outselling over Modern Warfare 3 DLC, simply because of the zombies. That's just my guess. That's my guess. But Black Ops 2, again, of course they're going to do zombies. You think it would be absolutely ridiculous if they didn't do zombies? And I did a video a little while ago about my requests for stuff that I would like to see in Black Ops 2 zombies. But we'll see if that actually happens. I think it included a global leaderboard across all maps, as well as a zombie counter and the full modding tools. But we'll see what happens. So that's part of the future. Black Ops 2, the campaign is going to be great. They've always had great, Treyarch, I think, will come out with a great campaign. The zombies will be fantastic, and let's hope that they change things around with the multiplayer. So I think with Black Ops 2, I think the opportunity is there for them. Where I think they really need to hit hard, and again, I mentioned in the previous video about Sledgehammer Games and the next iteration, not this coming November 2012. November 2013 is going to be the pinnacle or the defining mark of Call of Duty. Either it's going to go into sort of a somewhat of a new direction, or it's going to end up dying off. And that's I think that title, that pinnacle title, will be in 2013 with probably Sledgehammer Games sort of at the helm, possibly. So yeah, the thing is the Call of Duty Elite 2.0, which again I previously discussed. But one of the things that I found interesting, and again I'll link you to the article. This was coming from the Guardian in the UK, and they interviewed a couple of guys over at, or one guy at the Beachhead and one guy at Activision. And the thing that's, I think they've done a pretty good thing with the clan ops. I know it's still in progress because they don't have, it's not entirely fixed. I mean, I see them getting canceled all the time. I see the rewards aren't getting provided all the time. But I think it was a very good step. It was a very good step, and this article discusses that. But the one thing that I found interesting about this article, and it was about Elite the Future, and I know they can't talk a whole lot about it. They're looking at a tablet application. Still no mention of Elite for PC, but that is that not to be expected. But one thing they talk about is, and I'm just going to quote the article here, the last aspect of Elite is downloadable content. Sorry, it's the 2 paragraphs down from there. Oh yeah, an area of Elite called Drop Zone dissects that DLC in a useful manner for players, as Heller explains, who is with Beachhead, I believe. Here we're showing an overhead map with all the spawn points located. You need to know that to be a great player, but traditionally we've never talked about it in Call of Duty, and here we're talking about clan plays. For example, if you want to play Team Defender, here's some great ways to defend the map. If you put players in these locations, you can lock the map down and have a sweeper picking up the stragglers. So now we're promoting spawn trapping. Now we're actually providing tools. This Elite service is now providing tools for clans to even more effectively spawn trap players, to get their Moabs, to get everything to spawn. I don't know, man. What do you guys think about that? It really seems... you're, and I know players do this. I know a lot of players do this. They get 5 players on the team for easy Moabs. They know the spawn locations, and the spawn locations they can pigeonhole an enemy team on like a game like Domination. They can pigeonhole the enemy team. It's not about objective gameplay. It's about pigeonholing the enemy team into one particular spawn and trapping the crap out of them. And I thought that was the whole reason they were working on some of the spawn systems. I know there are other issues with the spawn systems, but the spawn trapping is another issue. Yet here they're actually promoting the spawn trapping and actually providing additional tools in order to do this spawn trapping, with identifying every single spawn locations and actually showing you where to locate your team so that you can trap them into a single spawn and destroy the crap out of them. And get your precious Moabs on freaking objective games. I don't know. Anyways, look, I'm not gonna comment on it any more than that. I'll let you guys comment on it, and I'll provide some responses. What do you think about that? Honestly, I really want to know what you guys think about it. And I know teams do that. I know teams identify these areas and actually do that anyway. But this is going to another level where they're actually promoting doing that and actually providing tools for everybody to do that. And is that only part of the actual Elite Premium that you have access to that? They don't actually state that in that article. If that's the case, like what another play just to get people to subscribe to Premium Elite. But it's not specified, so I won't make any more comments about it. Anyways, let me know what you guys think about this stuff, and we'll chat. All right? And what do you think about the future of Call of Duty? Do you think I've pinpointed it with respect to the Black Ops 2, the declining sales of Modern Warfare 3, Black Ops 2, and the really defining point. The defining point of this series is going to be in 2013 with the release of the next, presumably, Modern Warfare title for Call of Duty. I don't know. Anyways, let's see what you guys think. I'm Spider, and I'm out. Hey guys, if you're still around, why not come over to youtube.com/webofspiderbite and help support me during my P90X 90-day challenge. This is a challenge I haven't worked out in like something like 8 months. This is a challenge just to get in shape over the next 90 days. I'm going to be chronicling it with vlogs and workout sessions over the next 90 days. So check it out. Come and help support me. And maybe I'll give you some motivation to get off your ass and do some exercise. Anyways, click on the link in the description or annotation, depending on where you're watching this, and check it out. Check me out. Yeah, Spider-Man out.